So today we are going to learn something called long division. For example, let's say you're given a problem like 1,476 divided by 6. Now, you can't really do this off the top of your head. So the way that you're going to do this is by formatting it in a different way. So an easier way to write this out is through long division. That's when you draw a symbol looking like this. You write the original dividend, 1,476, right here, and the divisor on the left-hand side. So now that we've written out the actual formatting, let's go ahead and look at how to solve the problem. Now the way that long division works is that you want to go by each individual digit within the larger number and see if each one of those is divisible by the divisor right here. And if you come across a number that isn't divisible exactly by the divisor, then you want to find a multiple that comes closest. For example, if the number is 13 and the divisor is 6, the closest multiple will be 12. So 6 goes into 1 0 times. So you're going to put a 0 right here. Put the 0. And now you want to subtract. Because 0 times 6 is 0, so 1 minus 0 is 1. Then you want to bring down the next digit. So you would have 4. So 6 goes into 14 2 times. Because 6 times 2 is 12. So you go 2, 12. Subtract. You get 2. Bring the 7 down. Now you have 27. And you essentially repeat this process over and over again until you finally get the answer. So now you'll get 6 goes into 27 at most 4 times. So you get 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract 3. Bring down the last digit right here. You have 36. So then 6 times 6 is 36. Subtract and you have 0. So now, if you go back up, your final answer is 246. Pretty simple, right? Let's go on to a more complicated problem. So now we're going to have a 4-digit number divided by a 2-digit number, right? So you know that 23 goes into 7 0 times. Now let's look at the number 70, right? So now we know that 23 times 3 is 69. So we'll go ahead and put a 3 here, right? 69 right here. Subtract, get 1. Bring down number 1. Now we have 11. Now the tricky thing here is that 23 goes into 11 0 times. This is way smaller than 23. So what you need to do is you need to write a 0 right here as a placeholder, and you'll see why later. Next, we're going to bring down the last digit, 5. So 23 times 5 just happens to be 115. So we're going to have 1, 1, 5 right here, subtract the 5 right here, you get 0. So now your answer is 305. So why did we place 0 right here? Well, if we had not put the 0 right here as a placeholder, instead had just written, for example, 35, we would have gotten an answer of 23 times 35. That gives you 805, which is not even close to 7,015. So you always need to remember to put this placeholder right here to make sure that you get the right answer every single time. So here we have 8,675 divided by 21. So let's try to solve it together. So 21 goes into 86 4 times. So I'm going to put a 4 right here. Right, 84. Subtract 2, 7, down to 1, 6, bring down to 5. Give it 3, 63, 2. So 21 doesn't go into 2 any more times, so we're going to bring this all the way back up and write remainder 2. Now in this case, 8,675 is not perfectly divisible by 21. We get 413 as a quotient, but we have 2 left over, which is why we have something called a remainder, because 2 remains after the division is carried out. So we simply write an R2 to indicate that the remainder is 2. So we get an answer of 413 remainder 2. Awesome. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop by Professor Panda's office hours. Thanks for watching.